Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm so glad that you're here, and welcome to Monday morning and another word of the week video. So in today's video, if you are brand new, we usually pick a few oracle decks and tarot decks and we formulate our intention for the week and we formulate the word of the week. So if you're brand new to using oracle decks and you really wanted to start using them more on a regular basis in a more tangible way, I think this video is definitely going to be for you. So without further ado, why don't we just dive right in? Hey guys, what's happening? It's Meshi with Meshi TV. I'm so glad that you are here. So today we are playing with, I'll just show you guys the decks that I have selected, but I think it's going to be so pretty. So I have selected the Muse. Let's get that zoomed in. So here's the Muse deck from Chris Ann. I have also selected, once again, Kim Cron's, this is the Archetype deck, and also Sahara Rose's the Yogic Path. So why don't we get started? Oh, and also, we already got started. Calm down. For crystals, because as of yesterday has marked the full moon. We just moved into Aquarius, so you might be feeling the vibes. That's all I'm going to say. If you are going to be doing your rituals between yesterday and today, this would be a perfect time to go ahead and do that. You can this would be a perfect time where you can actually set your crystals out so that they can get charged under the moonlight. You can also set your intentions, and you can also go through your journaling process of what you're really ready to release that is not really serving you anymore. If you guys wanted to see like a full moon moon ritual, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to film like a brand new updated version of that. But for now, some of the crystals that I have selected, this one, and I will show you a close-up, don't worry. So this is a smoky quartz. Stunning, right? Like if you look close by, it has like these speckles of something. I don't even know what's inside of it, but it just looks stunning. And then I also selected a little tourmaline piece. For some reason, it's not. Here we go. And if you look closely, I also have, this is the Shakti Mala from Shanti Collective, and like all the beads on here are actually moonstone. So wearing moonstone around full moon or around like when it's new moon or full moon, like during rituals and things like that, it does help you connect back to your emotions a little bit easier. So this would be a really nice time if you have moonstone to, I can't get enough of moonstone. I think that that's actually one of my stones for Aquariuses. Okay, let's get started with shuffling. So I will basically, we'll just speed through this so that I will pull all of the cards, and then after that, as usual, we will go through what they really mean. Okay, let's go through the tarot first. So the first card that I pulled was the Queen of Materials. Queen of Materials ends up being the Queen of Pentacles. And to me, she's all about just owning that harvest, owning, you know, all of the beauty that surrounds her, and very confident and very much all about being within her power. I wanted to kind of read you some of the keywords though, just to kind of help us out. The second card that I pulled is a Knight of Inspiration. So as you can tell, very fiery, like lots of fireworks, lots of speed, and lots of like something is being ignited, right? Like something is just like off we go, we're off to the races. Sort of like horses are very powerful, but they're also, when, you know, like when things are on fire and there's fireworks, then you can really feel that inner passion that is really coming through, and it's almost like you're blazing through things. And then finally we have the Eight of Materials. Lots of roses. Like, can you guys tell? These are all the, I guess these are peonies, but you also have a couple of pink roses here. And then you have lots and lots of pink roses, and they're all blooming. Let's get some clarification here. So we have Queen of lots of, it's almost like you're in a process, like it's almost like this week is sort of that manifestation phase where you might have been working on some projects and they're really coming to fruition. Mothering, nurturing. Okay, so your Queen of Materials is your very mothering and nurturing energy, but it can also mean financial wealth. Like usually like all the roses, they would mean like a form of abundance. Abundance, earth energy, grounding. Okay, and what about the eight of materials? The way I always understand eight of materials or eight of pentacles is perfecting. Yeah, like it's almost like she's basically working on her little beautiful garden and making sure that at each process she is honoring, you know, making sure that like it's getting better with each harvest, really perfecting her craft. So well, isn't that funny? So when you connect to the Queen of Materials, this could very much just be that feminine, divine feminine energy, which the moon absolutely will highlight that for you this week. And so you can tap into that to see what is really your intuition telling you. How can you, how can you pick up some speed, and how can you ignite some more fire in some of the things that you've been working on? Maybe it's at your work, maybe it's within your relationships, maybe it's within your friendships, some area of your life that you're actually working on manifesting something really, really beautiful, and you're perfecting your craft, whether that's in your hobby or it's at your work or it's in your home. Maybe you're trying to figure out like a best way that you can parent your kids, or you're working on your relationships with your partner and making sure that you guys are like cohesively working together. It could be any of those things. Now, let's move on to what are the archetypes saying to us this week. So I have pulled the comic, which is so funny. Like if you look at the cat, it is a comic. Okay, what does the comic have to say to us right now? The Joker, the Clown, the Fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there's always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some of the lowbrow and unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually a sage or a magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be an archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. Isn't that funny? Like if you're thinking, how do people make you feel when done correctly? The comic can really lighten up anyone's spirit in the best way possible. So how can you find that lightheartedness as you're connecting to your own emotions, as you're connecting back to truly what you wanted to work on? How can you find that lighthearted, very easy, very malleable energy that really can serve you right now in moving through your week? I mean, you can kind of tell, like when the energy is so serious, it can kind of feel very stuck and very stuffy. And that's sort of where I find that inspiration and imagination and like new ideas essentially die, because you're trying to think very linearly. The comic really reminds us to think in all different directions, because life is never really linear anyway. So I love this card. And then last but not least, from the Yogic Path, I picked Yamas. So let's see what the Yamas have to offer us. It's the 8 stages of yoga and it's universal mortality. So this came up upright. So your kindness, compassion, generosity beam all around you. The ahimsa, compassion, you display to all living things does not go unnoticed. Only honesty flows from your lips and you speak words steeped in truth, satya. You display honor in your asteya, non-stealing, because of your deep sense of brahmacharya, control. Your focus on what truly matters and have let go of excess belongings, participating apigrana or non-possessiveness. Continue shedding that doesn't serve you. With the full moon, it's not going to be hard. That doesn't serve you as you blossom closer to your higher self. So my recommendation is to use these two. One will help the other if you think about it. So if you use this lighthearted energy to really move into allowing you to not only connect but get closer to connecting to your higher self, because if you live in alignment, then it actually helps you to really tap into deep inner wisdom if you don't take things so seriously. So let's recap. What do we have here? So I'm going to give you phrases because as you guys, if you've seen any of these word of the week videos, you already know that I never pick like one word. Sometimes I can, but really honestly, these are more of a like underlying messages that I give you rather than just like one single word or one single phrase. So here's what you can choose from, or you can honestly just look at the cards yourself and then see what comes up for you. Like the first instinct, that's the one that you can kind of write down. So here's what we have. I have divine feminine, ignited passion, and perfecting your skills, allowing the comic or allowing humor within or allowing lighthearted energy within to guide our path. I like that. So allow the lighthearted humor within to guide our path. So let me know what you guys actually picked for your word or for your phrase or for your message, whatever you want to call it, your intention for the week. I would absolutely love to hear from you. I hope that you guys like this video. Please, if you enjoy this video, you can give me a thumbs up. You can support the channel by subscribing as usual. And you can also hit the notification, that way you actually get notified every single time that I release a new video, which is about 2 to 3 times a week at this point. And this is all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you are having a fantastic week and a fantastic Monday. If you are in Canada, of course, enjoy the long weekend. It's an absolutely beautiful one. And in the meanwhile, keep seeking wellness, seekers, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.